Okay, a little short story about Ken and Frank, my sister's ex-husband, Frank Garcia. They both worked at Parsons, the Ralph M. Parsons company, his engineering company, in Pasadena. They actually went up to Pasadena, and actually for a while, I don't know how long, a year, 2 years, whatever. Frank and Danny actually lived in Pasadena, and I want to say it was like mid 70s, something like that. Um, and the reason I'm doing this story now is because I just recently, like maybe about a week ago, ran across something that was in the garage, sitting there, and I gave most of it to Joshua to give to his dad, Frank. It's like I found these. What would you call them? It's like work project. It's like notes or something. From the company. Here's one of them. I ran across these, so I actually was like a booklet of them. There was a whole bunch of forms, whole bunch of them, and I just took a few. I just kept a few of them, a few varieties of them, But it's like, so here's another one, and then yeah, just kept like four of them, and these forms, I don't know what they're. I don't quite understand what they're for, but anyway, sure they don't do any forms like this anymore. It's probably all online and everything. So, and I know they worked for him before Ralph Parsons passed away, and he was an old man. And because I remember a story that Frank told me that one time, he was walking. Ralph Parsons was walking up to the building, and he was walking real slow because he was an old guy, and he held the door open for him for a long time. It's like he saw him come, so he just stood there with the door open for him, and for like several minutes, I guess, until he came up. But I remember that story. But anyway, yeah, Nanny and Frank lived there for a while, so I just thought this was an interesting little story about Frank, and Ken worked there too for a while, and so I kept a few of these, and then and I think Frank's happy that I gave him some of those.